For years, Kris Ridgway was employed at one of Australia's biggest and most reputable financial broking houses, Shaw and Partners. He was a respected and trusted senior advisor, which made it easy for him to dupe his clients and friends out of their savings. But now, he wants us to believe he's a con with a conscience.
I haven't done too much to make me a trustworthy person, but I'm here today because my life is at rock bottom. I'm trying to tell people I'm sorry. I'm trying to be honest with myself.
To prove his remorse, Kris Ridgway has agreed to expose a global financial scheme that's still operating right now. But Kris Ridgway isn't going down quietly. He wants to name names. He says the masterminds of the dubious investment scheme are these men: British-based Andy Turner and Australian David Sutton.
They try desperately to avoid phone calls and any contact with shareholders or anybody else.
Ridgway says his role was as a middleman. If he signed up investors to Turner and Sutton's scheme, he'd be rewarded with lucrative secret kickbacks. And by pushing the lie that his employer Shaw and Partners endorsed the deals, his unsuspecting clients couldn't wait to sign up. You did it off the books.
Yep.
Did you know that was wrong?
I knew it was wrong. They said, we'll pay you a decent commission, and I guess I was greedy and I was desperate for money, and I made a decision to, let them sway me. I figured, well, bugger it, I'm going to do something for myself, and it was a wrong decision to make. As you can see, they are quite prolific in their production of information.
So it's a sophisticated scheme.
Very sophisticated,
Believe him or not, Kris Ridgway says when he first got involved with the scheme, he thought it was legitimate. But by the time he started having doubts, it was too late.
All right, let's go. We go see Daddy, hey?
Hello, mate. Hello. Baby boy.
The monetary damage Ridgway has caused can be counted in the millions. But what's immeasurable is the emotional harm he's also inflicted. Darren and Kim Walker used to be happily married. But they say Kris Ridgway put an end to that.
Our life was on hold for years, and the impact that had on our marriage, and then obviously our children and the life that we were living.
The couple is now divorced, but remain united in their determination to expose what Ridgway did to them.
Oh, he got one.
A sham, a big global sham, and probably one of the biggest, I think, in terms of the firms involved that I've certainly heard or seen in Australia to date. It was like your life was on hold for years because you're waiting for the 6 weeks or the 3 months or whatever, and then making plans and trying to do things like that, because you'd ask them all the way to the end. Is this really going to happen? Yeah, it's going to happen.
But the deception wasn't just directed at his clients. Carolyn Ridgway is Kris's wife and mother of his 3 children. Married for 35 years, she's mortified by her husband's actions.
It's like a nightmare, It's the worst thing that has ever happened to me. And it's been done by the person that I trusted most in the world. And, there's almost decades worth of lies and betrayal. And for what?
The stay-at-home mum learned the truth when Shaw and Partners sent her a text message saying they'd sacked her husband.
We were just blown away, completely blindsided.
What happened next?
My eldest daughter was very upset, and she said, "What have you done? What have you done?" And, you know, we just got a text, and I think we read out some of what was in it to him, and he just said, oh, they don't understand my business model. And I just remember him just turning and walking out, and that was it.
He just walked out?
Just walked out, yeah.
I was so ashamed. I wanted to hide and run away and try and sort this matter out and then come back. And, you know, I was really just thinking about myself and not the well-being of my family and my kids. And it's devastated my kids, and it's devastated my wife.